Welcome back to Sports with a Girl. Hi,
I'm the
Lex.
I'm the girl. Hi, Derek. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. It's been what, 2 years since we've last done
A
this. I mean,
while. A
I've been with
while.
Derek these last 2 years, so I've seen you,
Yeah, for
but
sure.
you guys haven't seen Derek, and actually, you haven't really seen our faces before. Because not only are we doing podcasts, but we're now doing what? What is this
Well,
for?
it's just a video podcast.
This is a video podcast. Very fancy, as you can tell from our lovely studio in Lafayette, California.
For our longtime listeners, we find ourselves once again saying we're back after an absence of a significant amount of time.
Yeah. And every time we go and come back, I feel like we have some big news. So,
That is true.
Derek, do you want to guess what that news is? Do you know? I hope you
I
don't,
helped
because you're a
create
big
the big
you're
news.
a big part of this.
Yes, Lexi is 6 months pregnant.
I am. To start my third trimester, so weird.
Pretty
I, I
exciting.
I'm finally one of those girls on Instagram who's like, "Hey, I'm in my third trimester." Blah, blah, blah. That's me. It's crazy. It's exciting, and it's kind of scary sometimes. Really thinking about. I mean, like obviously we're so excited to have a child, but it's like when you sit there and think about it, it's like, oh my gosh, we're in charge of a human for the rest of our lives. But we're so excited. We're having a girl, and yeah, she's due in October, maybe on Halloween.
Pretty cool.
Derek's favorite holiday. Yeah, so we'll see.
And, you know, it is just such a blessing. We feel really grateful to be a part of that.
We're very blessed. It's been really cool. Even though we're not mom and dad yet, it's cool to see Derek already step into that role. And you know, these kinds of things bring you together, obviously.
Yeah,
But we're excited, and this is also a big reason why we started this podcast again, just because I'm gonna have a lot more time, at least until the baby comes. And even when the baby comes, I'm not working. So we decided, let's do something we've always enjoyed doing. And Derek also has a lot more time. And why is that? Why do you have more time,
I
Derek?
just finished up playing baseball,
Bittersweet.
and the career's over. Now on to slow pitch softball and golf.
Yeah. Shout out Moraga softball tomorrow if anyone wants to tune in.
But on that note, seriously, welcome back to Sports with a Girl, the podcast where you can come hang out with us and learn about, your favorite sport when you don't know that much about, or just have fun and stay updated on what is to come in the sports world and what's happening right now. And why did we start this podcast, Lex, if you want to give them a little background?
Well, we were dating and we're like, well, we probably should do something with our relationship, and I thought that was pretty cool of us, responsible. But also we both enjoy sports very much. Derek obviously is the athlete in this family. He plays sports as well as watches sports, but I also grew up watching a lot of sports. I love basketball. I loved watching March Madness my whole life growing up, especially now. And maybe we'll talk about this later, but I did get to go to March Madness tournament games this year, and it's like the best thing ever. And also just because I feel like there's a lot of people out there, men, women, children, that maybe know a little bit about sports or don't know anything and want to try to at least keep up with the conversation when they're with people. I know I do. Luckily, I have my ESPN updates on my phone, which gives me something.
Notifications.
Notifications, not notifications. That's what I used to say, but it's notifications.
Wow.
So there, you learned something else today. But also, even if you know a lot about sports, which I feel like we kind of do, there's still a lot of things within the sports that people don't know about, like lingo, right? Like, I mean, there's so many rules and things. And so we're here to like Derek said, not only keep you up to date with the news, but also to try to just have you understand the sport. Because you don't have to necessarily, you know, keep up with specific players. But if you're going to turn on a baseball game, I would hope you know, at least by the end of this podcast, what a pitcher is, right? And it's not the guy behind the plate, right, Derek?
Correct.
Yeah. So that was a little bit of a long explanation, but that's at least why I thought we started it. What do you feel like? Was that
Yeah, it's a podcast for sports fans who are first time sports fans and just getting into it, and also for long time diehard sports fans.
we
That's
like
how I
to
would describe it
we
in
want to
one
include
sentence.
everyone
Yeah,
because sports bring people together, and I think that's what everyone
that's right.
needs in 2025.
So
Hopefully, it gets better from
let's
here.
wow, hopefully it gets better.
As you can tell, it's nighttime. It's been a long day. We have been trying to figure this out in a house that has not the best lighting.
Yeah, we don't have a studio or anything, so we're
This is
glad to have at least this little
this
space.
this will do just fine.
And
Or
you gotta do what makes you happy. You gotta work with what you got.
exactly.
So
I like it.
okay, yep, fist bump. I guess we're
That's
doing that
so
now. Here we
cute.
go.
Thanks.
So let's give the longtime listeners, a few of you who are actually out there, a
So many
little
listeners.
recap since our last episode, which was in 2023, which
Doesn't feel that long
was
ago.
also the last time I registered my car until this morning.
Until today. So good job. Luckily the cops out here are nicer than we thought, and Derek did not have to pay as much as he should have
Probably true.
because, as they all say, listen to your wife.
What? You had nothing to do with that.
I did because I told you multiple times we're not getting into
No.
our marriage things
False.
to register that freaking car.
False.
No, it's fine. I'm just glad it's done before our child gets here because
Okay.
anyway.
Yeah, true. Okay.
So yeah, that's the last time apparently Derek registered his car, but we did that today. So we're getting somewhere 2 years
Yep.
later. Why don't you go? Tell us your biggest life updates in the last 2 years.
Yeah, last 2 years. So
Yeah.
pretty much Lexi's pregnant. We're having a baby girl, and I finished up baseball, and I'm gonna finish up school next week. So I will be done with my master's in management and technology from St. Mary's, and I will have I already just finished my playing career in June. We went out with a bang. We ended up winning the conference, the West Coast Conference, and going to the regional, which is kind of like March Madness for college baseball teams, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But essentially, we made it to the postseason nationally, and it was awesome. Had a great experience. Really fun way to finish up the college career with a conference championship.
Yeah, you had a much cooler last 2 years. Well, I guess obviously having a child on your belly is an awesome thing and quite a miracle. But yeah, I just finished up my year at Del Rey Elementary School.
Okay, say that again for the people who.
I just finished up my job at the elementary school in Orinda. It was great. They're so cute, and it's just made us so excited to have, at least me. I mean, they're obviously the youngest kids there are 4, so we have a few years till our child gets to that age, but it was just so fun seeing their growth, at school. And so I'm excited for that. Other than that, well, we used to live with roommates. Now we don't, but shout out Julian and Sam. We always love you. And yeah, I mean, honestly, the biggest part of my life was Derek's baseball. And it's, I've not known Derek, like the whole time we've known each other, he's played college baseball.
It's weird to be in August now.
I know.
And not be
like throwing
full throttle ready, trying to get ready for fall.
I know. It's been cool. I mean, for me, I love the time. I feel like I definitely get to see Derek more, and I know that it's actually a very big blessing as we have a child coming that he'll get to spend a lot more time with us. But I know it's hard because that's been a big part of Derek's life, but it doesn't mean it has to be over, so we can do things like this. And Derek's new job coming up has a lot to do with baseball, which is really cool. So anyway, that's kind of our life update. We'll post some pictures. I did go to March Madness with my father. I will post the video or some pictures from that. I had gone to the Elite Eight out here in San Francisco. It was supposed to be with Derek. Actually went with Derek's dad, which was even better. We love Sam. And
we were playing that night, unfortunately.
Derek's team ended up playing that night, which you would have thought. But that was my birthday present from Derek, and it was so fun. And then my dad, I had originally asked my dad to come because Derek couldn't come, and it was hard because my dad lives in Kansas. And so my dad's high school students decided to surprise my dad to go to the Final Four and the national championship, and they let me go, We love ONW Ecom. Thank you so much, you guys. And it was insane. I've never been to San Antonio. You have not been to San Antonio.
Yes, I have.
Derek has been. When have you been to San
We
Antonio?
played there.
That's a
my
lie.
Junior year. UTSA.
Where? Oh, UTSA. Which actually, they made it kind of far. They beat Vanderbilt. Yes, they did.
No, that's not UTSA. That was
No,
it wasn't them. They beat Texas. UTSA beat Texas at Texas to go to the Super. Yes,
no.
I promise.
I think you should look that up, and we should have a bet. Okay. $5. I will buy you.
I will literally take out a mortgage, and
because that's the only money you have. Down. Like what? Okay. Anyway, so that's my big sports highlight. That was super cool. Only downside is it was my first trimester, and I was a little nauseous. So thank goodness my dad was patient. I knew I was acting like a little brat, but am I wrong?
UTSA baseball takes down number 2 Texas.
That's not true.
Wins the Austin Regional of the 2025 NCAA tournament.
You just looked that up on AI. You just made that up.
Nope.
Who beat Vanderbilt? Wait, no, I know this. It was some random team.
Yeah, some little team. I can't remember.
Anyway. Okay, well, since we're on the subject of baseball, do we want to kind of explain what these college baseball things are?
Well, now that we're done with the recap, let's take a quick break, and then we'll get into the meat of our podcast, which is current happenings in sports and what you need to know to have a conversation about them, or what you need to know to impress your friends.
We love impressing our friends.
Okay,
doesn't happen often for me. Okay, bye.
Okay, nice.
You did so good.
Good job.
I'm actually in there.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. All right.
Tell him.
All right. Welcome back from the break. I appreciate Lexi getting us some water.
Yeah, aren't these so cute? Drink some. Wait, let's cheers first. And actually, you'll never guess. Well, actually, you can probably see this.
So for the listeners who aren't watching this on YouTube, what do they look like? We have some mugs here.
I did forget some of you won't be watching this video. We have these 2 cute ceramic baseball mugs, and I think they're from my sister to Derek for his Christmas present, and they're Starbucks mugs. I've never seen, no offense, Starbucks, I've never seen that cool of mugs. There probably are some cool ones out there, but this is perfect for our family and for Derek, and
they're pretty cool.
Keeps baseball alive for him.
Yeah.
Forever.
So, on that note, let's talk about, like I said, what the main purpose of our podcast is sports and what's happening in baseball and basketball and golf and football and soccer and hockey and boxing and MMA and whatever else you can think
probably.
of.
Gymnastics. Swimming.
And sure.
We went to a swim meet tonight. It was actually sick.
But before we get off of course here.
Yeah, that's very easy for you to do, clearly.
Oh, please.
Okay,
so let's talk about some baseball. Okay. Big things happening in Major League Baseball, professional baseball right now is the trade deadline.
Okay.
What is the trade deadline, Lexi?
It's when trades happen in professional baseball, and the trade deadline is the last day where you can trade players between teams, because you can't just go willy-nilly and trade someone the day before the World Series.
That is a great explanation, Lexi. The trade deadline happens a few weeks after the All-Star break. It's about 2/3 of the way through the season, and it stops. It's the last time teams can get new players or release players, trade them away.
And before we talk about certain teams and players, can you quickly go over teams and they're not called conferences. What are they called again? Divisions and leagues. So at least when we talk about these teams, we can tell kind of.
We've definitely talked about this on the podcast before, but let's just do a quick overview of
update.
And we'll do the standings too, so that'll let you know who is in first place.
Can I try my best to help explain? Because clearly I cannot remember. I've asked him this probably every time we talk about the NL, whatever.
Why don't I give a little recap of... Actually, yeah, you go ahead. Go and explain the league, and then I'll just correct you if you get something wrong.
Well, I'll start it off, and you get into the nitty-gritty stuff.
Okay, go ahead. So, baseball, first of all, how many teams are there in baseball? Major League Baseball?
30.
Correct, 30. Okay.
30 teams, split it down the middle, 15 and 15.
Correct.
Okay. There's 2 leagues.
What are the leagues
called? The leagues are like at the top. We got the NL League, National League, and we've got the American League.
Good.
And each league has 15 teams.
You're on a roll.
Now
Keep
I'll let
going.
you. Oh, you want me to keep going?
Keep going.
Okay. In each league, you have 3 almost like subdivisions. That's how I would explain it.
That's what they're called.
Was that
They're
pretty
called
good?
divisions.
Oh, perfect. Oh, I actually knew that. Okay, so 3 divisions, and they're called West, East. I know it's NL West and AL West.
You're right. What's
But
the
when
third one?
It's West, East, and North? No. Central.
Yes, Central. Good. Wow.
Because I was like, I've never heard of South.
So East, West, Central.
Central. So it's like NL West, AL West, AL West. Sorry, I forgot I have to hold this up to my mouth. Anyway, that explains it, hopefully, kind of for you. I wish I could, I wish I had an editor here. Maybe one day, shout out if someone wants to sponsor us. Subscribe. But I wish I could do, on Sports Center when they're, drawing stuff in the air, and then it's, the football. Anyway, that would be really cool.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
You can visualize it. So,
yeah.
Like Lexi said, 30 teams total, split into 2 leagues. Within each league, there are 3 divisions. Each division has 5 teams in it. And the easiest way to make the playoffs in Major League Baseball is to win the division, have the best record out of the 5 teams in the division.
Yep.
And then there's 3 wild card spots, which is regardless of your division, if you're in the top 6 of records in baseball, you're going to get in. So that is the wild card. So you can lose the division and still make the playoffs with the wild card spot, which is pretty cool. But quick recap, in the American League, who is your favorite team in the American League, Lexi? Who's your favorite team?
Well, I will tell you, my favorite team is not in the American League.
Yes, they are.
They are in the American League. Right. Are the A's in the American League?
Yes.
Why did I think we were National League? Okay, my favorite team is the Royals because I'm from Kansas.
And the Royals are currently sitting at 8.5 games back of the American League Central Division.
Wait, American League Central Division. So, how many teams?
5 teams. The Tigers, not the Indians, the Guardians, formerly the Indians.
No, I meant
the Royals, the Twins, and the White Sox.
Oh, the A's aren't in this. Okay, no, I actually meant in each division. How many teams get to make it to the playoffs? You said, sorry.
Just one, unless you get the wild card spot.
So it's kind of like in college baseball when you get
an at-large bid.
At-large bid.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, my favorite team's the Royals, and Derek's are the Sacramento A's, right?
Don't say that. They're the Oakland Athletics.
Well, they're not in Oakland
anymore.
anymore.
To be the Vegas Athletics. We're just going to call them the A's right now.
Yeah.
Skip any city affiliations.
I'm sorry.
Until they are.
It actually is
permanently
really
at home in Las Vegas. I'm pretty upset about it, but it's not a pity party. They're won 6 out of their last 10, so hopefully they can keep it rolling. They are currently in last place. My A's are 14.5 games back behind the Astros. In the West, the Tigers are running away with the American League Central, and the Blue Jays are in a pretty tight race with both the Yankees and the Red Sox, both being about 4 games back from the Blue Jays in the East.
And this is all in the American League.
Now let's talk about the National League. You got the Phillies and the Mets in a really close race for the East. The Brewers and the Cubs, also same thing in the National League. In the Central, they're right next to each other. The Cubs are only 1 game back.
Okay.
And sticking with the theme of close division races in the National League, the Dodgers and the Padres are only 3 games apart.
I don't think that's a rival. Is that a rivalry?
Oh, yeah.
Because they're both Southern California.
Pretty much all of your games in the division
are rivalries.
Are
so if we played each other, would that be a rivalry or no? Because the A's are way worse.
No, because we're not really competing for a spot.
Because we're not in the same league.
We're in the same league, but we're not in the same division.
I mean division.
Correct. So the A's historically hate the Astros and the Mariners.
Everyone hates the Astros now. Do they not?
The Rangers. Yeah, everyone hates the Astros now. But that's who we're fighting with. You guys
we fight with the Cardinals.
The Cardinals. No, the Cardinals are in the National League.
Oh, so are you talking about in our league?
The Guardians, the Tigers, the Twins, and the White Sox.
I mean,
But even those, there's not
I
really
just
big
feel
rivalries
like
in Central.
there's only a few big rivalries, and
Yeah.
it's just like other than that, you just
Yankees,
kind of
Red
hate who's good
Sox.
that year,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Now, like Astros, Dodgers, some interleague
yeah.
weird stuff. But anyway,
Okay.
moving on to the trade deadline, like we were talking about earlier, we're really getting off on a tangent.
Yep.
Some big moves happened. Let's talk about the biggest teams and what they did.
Okay.
So, let me pull up my little sheet right here to make sure I don't say anything.
And so I think we've already passed the trade deadline. So I think now
Incorrectly,
teams
yes,
cannot
it
trade.
was on Thursday. That was it. Game, no
That
more
was
trades.
yesterday.
So let's talk about it. So the Padres, like I said, are 3 games back from the Dodgers in
Okay.
the National League West. They added Mason Miller from the A's.
Oh, that one hurt.
Yeah, that one hurt. Big
Wait.
closer.
Oh yeah, and he throws
So
hard.
yeah, he throws like 102. And they also added another former A, Ramon Laureano, to help with their outfield.
Wait, they got
and
2 A's?
Nestor Cortez, and the Padres were able to keep Dylan Cease, which
Is he a big? Is
big
he?
pitcher, big
Oh, he's a
starting pitcher,
pitcher.
legit. So, I mean, the Padres are looking like
They're
they
stacking
are
up.
trying to stack up and make a run this year again.
So they traded that from the A's. What did the A's get from
The
them?
A's got a top 5 prospect in all of baseball, 18-year-old kid in Single A right now.
I can tell
I'm
you
not
might
sure
not love this.
about the move.
Would you do this?
Obviously, if he becomes a superstar, it's totally worth it, right?
Well,
'Cause
yeah,
you're
but it's
trading a back end guy in your bullpen. Obviously, he's a big piece, right? Mason Miller's he's going to be a big time closer for another 5 to 7 years, barring an injury. But
this single A guy.
no, the guy we traded
Mason
away,
Miller.
yeah. But there's no way the A's are going to be able to pay to afford it to keep him in the next 3 years.
So that's why they made the trade, because they can't keep. Okay, because you've always said the A's have a hard time keeping people.
Yep.
So then it's like, why? It's like they're not doing enough to be like, they don't really. I mean, like, obviously they care to win that year, but it's like if you keep trading your people, like, how are you ever gonna?
Yeah, you're not. That's what this always happens with the A's. They always add a bunch of prospects, and then it kind of comes up for them. These young guys have really good years, and then they make the playoffs and make a little run, but it's usually not enough to get them even to the pennant, because what do you need to win playoff baseball games?
People who stay.
No, you need experience. And you need some veterans usually.
People who stay.
And the A's, unfortunately,
I
need to trade away all their good players because they just simply can't pay them when they become free agents.
Don't understand how the A's have no money. Is the owner not literally loaded?
Yeah, it's another story. We're
Okay,
gonna talk
sorry.
about that later. It's just a smaller market, unfortunately.
We'll do a whole baseball episode.
Anyway, let's move on from the Padres and the A's. That was one of the biggest trades. The next, Mets and Phillies, like we said, National League East race. The Mets added Tyler Rogers from the Giants and a couple other pieces. Cedric Mullins play outfield for him. And then the Phillies grabbed Juan Duran.
Duran?
No.
Wait.
From the Twins.
It's Duran.
And that's pretty good. That's gonna end up I actually like watching the Phillies.
Really?
Yeah.
Because of Bryce Harper?
Yeah.
We love Bryce Harper. He goes to our church. But we don't know him.
The Mariners, that's the other big one we need to talk about. Mariners.
Okay. And the Mariners, American League, not my division. They are in West.
Correct.
Because they're on the West Coast.
They are a couple games back of the Astros right now, and they added Eugenio Suarez and Josh Naylor. So
where did they come from?
Legit power bats.
Okay.
And they are buying. They're trying to make a run.
Okay.
The Mariners have never been to the World Series.
I didn't even know they haven't been. I just knew they hadn't won.
Never been.
Poor Rhett.
So
Rhett, we'll get there. Maybe this year. So watch out for those new names. Yeah. I know for some of you who don't follow baseball, maybe this doesn't matter, but I'm excited to go look up some of these new guys. Yeah. Mason Miller, I mean, obviously we like him a lot because he's an A's. Well, was an A's.
Was an A.
Was an A.
He's not an A's.
Be nice. But go look up their highlights if you're curious to look up some good players, because clearly they were traded for a reason, because they're good.
Yeah. Last thing, we're going to talk about the trade deadline, then we'll move on. The Astros. The Trastros.
We don't like them because they're freaking cheaters.
I
Just
know
like
it
the
was
Patriots.
7, 8 years ago that they cheated, but it's still fresh.
Well, yeah, because
Okay. But
that's not that long ago.
they brought back Carlos Correa, who was their shortstop during
He's
their
super popular.
really good run from 2016 to 2020-ish. So, and they're obviously in first place. So, I mean, do they even need help? So, we'll see.
Wait, I have a
goes.
question.
Go ahead.
Where did he come from again? What team?
He was with, oh gosh,
You don't even know.
Blue Jays.
So why would that team get rid of him? Because they need money?
No, not the Blue Jays. He was with the Twins.
Oh,
Oh, I said
yeah, I don't know.
Jays.
Honestly,
I'm
that all
thinking
sounds
of,
right. Carlos Correa. Correa?
Correa.
Correa.
Yeah. Yep. So that's my bad.
Is he old?
He's older. He's gonna play third base for him. He's not gonna play shortstop.
I mean, that you do a lot less at third base.
Well,
not a lot less, but it's better when you're
slightly
old.
easier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Moving on. What are the other things going on in the sports world right now, Lex? What do you want to talk about next?
Well, I would like to talk about a movie we watched last night. Is that okay?
I like it. Yeah.
Because in my life, that is the most recent sport thing that just happened besides this. A movie has just come out. Maybe some of you have heard of the first one. It's called Happy Gilmore. A man named Adam Sandler is their star player.
Okay, if you didn't know this, you either really
just do not go on
are not
your phone
online at all,
which is great
or
as
you've
well.
been living under a rock. Happy Gilmore 2 came out, one of the most successful golf comedy movies.
Happy Gilmore 1
in general of all time came out in 1995 or 96.
I was shocked when you said that. I had not. That does not seem like it came out 30 years ago. Also, if you have not seen it, I will try not to spoil it. I'm really bad at that. But I was so shocked because he got so many people to come back into his movie.
Yeah.
Like, this is had a bad spot on my face.
They grabbed everybody.
They look older, but like they're not that old. So the fact that it's been 30 years is like insane. And obviously, in my opinion, the second movie of most things are not going to be as good as the first, but I feel like they did a pretty good job. It's just the same Adam Sandler humor. So if you like that humor, you'll love the movie. If you hate it, do not watch it.
There's a lot of obnoxious humor. I loved it.
We love it. We love Adam Sandler. I mean, it's also probably not the most appropriate. So even if
wouldn't show young kids.
I would wait. Actually, tell tell 13 probably, but
least.
So I would say that's the biggest sports thing in our world. But since we're on the subject of golf, which you will see some cameos of maybe some golfers
in the new Happy Gilmore movie.
Yeah. Is there anything going on in golf, Derek?
Yeah, well, let's just do a recap of the year so we can catch up our viewers. I know golf is a little bit less popular among the mainstream sports, but the game is growing and spreading faster than it ever has, which is awesome. I love golf. I love it.
Yeah.
So let's do a quick recap of the year, yeah?
Okay.
So
I like that.
Big headlines. Scotty Scheffler kicking butt. He won his 4th major at the Open Championship or the British Open.
Freeze.
Go ahead.
Also known as what? Sorry, finish your sentence.
It's just the British Open, but they call it the Open Championship as well.
Why? Okay, it doesn't matter actually. Or did you want to explain that? Okay. So Derek said Scotty Scheffler won. Also, I'm sorry I interrupted you. I just realized I should have waited.
That's okay.
Okay. I'm trying to get better at that.
Well, yeah. Do you want me to finish, or do you have something to say about the Open?
Let me finish.
Okay, sorry.
Thanks for being so patient. So he said Scotty Scheffler just won his 4th major
championship. Yep.
What does that mean?
Great question. So in professional golf, specifically the PGA Tour, there are tournaments pretty much every weekend. The golfers play in the tournament, right? Most of them have big prizes, and cool,
a lot of money.
They're at a different course every week, a lot of money. But each year, there's what we have that are called the 4 major championships, similar to tennis. Tennis has 4 major championships: Wimbledon, what the other Opens.
That's about all I remember because of that.
I'm not a big tennis guy.
Cooking show.
Anyway, so golf's 4 majors are the U.S. Open Championship, the British Open Championship.
I know the next one.
Okay, what's the next?
The Masters.
The Masters.
Most people know that. Green jacket.
What do we have?
PGA
Championship, correct. So those are the biggest purses. So you're going to win the most money there, and those are the ones that matter most. If you can win a major championship, those are usually the hardest courses. They're with like every golfer that is playing well at the time is in them,
in the world,
and they are trying to win because that is how you cement your name in golf history, is winning major championships.
Also, the cash would probably be nice for them as well, right?
Yeah.
For some of them. Some of them it probably is like $100 in their pocket, but
well, at this point, yeah, but I mean,
it's $1 million.
A few million
either
bucks
way.
is a few million bucks, no matter
True.
how much you got.
So anyway, Scotty Scheffler just won his 4th major.
Yep.
Has he won all of the majors?
He has not. He still has. He's won the Masters twice.
Okay. Oh, he's so cool.
He won the British Open Championship, and I can't remember if I don't think he's won the U.S. Open.
So that's only 3.
Hold on one second.
You just gave me 3. Okay, cool. So while he does that, he did tell me about McIlroy.
Okay, that's right. He won the PGA this year. So yeah, I mean, he is on a tear. He won the Masters in 22 and 2024. Then he won the PGA this year and just won the British Open.
So PGA, Masters, British.
He's just missing the US
I just forgot to hold
Open.
this up. Okay, so he's won 4.
Yep.
And then I was starting to say this. McIlroy won. He got a Grand Slam.
Rory McIlroy.
From Scotland? Freaking crap.
Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Yikes.
He's got a really cool accent. You should look him up.
Yes. So Rory is a very well-known golfer. He has been chasing a career Grand Slam. He won 3. He won the PGA, the Open, and the British Open and the U.S. Open when he was relatively young in the golf world, and he has been trying to win the Masters for like 10 years, and that's been all he can think about. All people can talk about is Rory going to do it this year? Last year, he had a lead on Sunday, and he hit a really bad shot on, I think, 12 into the water.
Sad.
And just melted down, ended up losing.
Oh, that hurts.
People really did not think he was ever going to do it because that was about the closest he's ever been. This year, came out on a tear.
Good for him.
Completed his career Grand Slam, and so he becomes the 6th golfer to ever win all
That's insane.
4 majors.
That's insane.
Career, which is impressive. And Scotty's only one away, which is
and Scotty Scheffler's
insane.
Not that old either.
Very young in golf.
And he's not
Rory's
that
got
old.
A lot of years left. Yeah.
I just don't know if he'll get another Grand Slam. Has that ever happened? A double Grand Slam?
Like if you win each one at least twice.
Yeah.
Gosh, yeah, probably Jack
Tiger.
And Tiger.
Yeah.
That's probably it, though.
Okay, so Bryson DeChambeau, Rory McIlroy. Don't look up McIlroy. You'll get someone else.
McIlroy.
Okay, McIlroy.
Rory McIlroy.
Rory McIlroy. That's actually a tongue twister. Say that 10 times fast.
Not in Northern Ireland.
No, he's from Northern Ireland.
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now you know 2 golfers. You know what a major is. A major golf tournament and a Grand Slam is, which is different than a Grand Slam in baseball.
And
apparently there's more
at Denny's.
That's disgusting. No one goes there. That place sucks.
That's a major Denny's.
Do not go there. Okay, you even said when I went, you're like, okay. Okay, is there anything else in golf, or are we done?
Nope. Let's move on
it's kind of
to our last couple items of business. Fantasy football is coming up. Get ready to play. I know I'm excited. I think I'm going to have 3 leagues this year. Lexi's definitely going to be in one with me.
What leagues?
But I have
my family,
the Rowe family, the Quinto family, and then the Gales. Gales Gone Wild.
And then my family, my Cooper family's probably doing one. Like my siblings and my mom and dad.
Oh. Okay.
So you'll probably be in 4.
Well, maybe I'll have to drop one then. Because 4 is a lot.
You'll have to choose who your favorite team.
Maybe I'll let you run one of my teams. Or we'll be a team in the.
If I run your team, you're losing for sure.
No, you're right. Actually, that's probably true.
But it's fine because
But fantasy football, you got to get lucky anyway.
What do you call it? When someone loses, you get a punishment? Luckily, our punishments aren't as bad as some people's I've seen.
Yeah.
So I would be fine if we lost. I mean, I don't want to lose. But anyway, okay, so fantasy football. That's about it.
That's about all I got.
Okay, well then let's explain what is fantasy football? Because I know
Well,
most.
hold on. We're not. Let's wait. Yeah, hold on.
No, why? No,
Pump the brakes
why?
a little bit.
Because are we gonna explain fantasy football?
Yes, but we still have like a month before we really need to explain it. People won't start drafting till September.
Fine. If you want to know before a month, look it up.
No, wait for our episode to come out.
Oh, you're so awesome. Okay.
All right. Well, we just want to thank you for sticking with us and for just being around. And we want to thank you if
Thanks.
you're new for clicking and
Hey.
hanging on till the end.
Yep.
So,
And this wasn't.
go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go.
We promise these are going to get better as we get better at this, but we hope that you will be patient with us and just have a little fun.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. Good time. Bring people together. I did want to say, quickly, I know over our, what is this, 7th episode in 5 years?
Maybe 8th, 7th or 8th.
Wow, we're doing good. Anyway, I did want to say over 8 episodes, we have not gone over a lot of women's sports, and that is something we want to get into, and we are excited to get into. Both of us don't know it as well, because I was not really a ball player. I watched it. I did not play it. But we're excited to, make sure everyone and all sports get included. So yeah, we're excited for that. And most of our episodes won't be like this. This was kind of a surprise welcome back episode over a lot of things. And I think most episodes will go over a mosh posh at the beginning, but we're going to try and make a few specific episodes so you don't have to search through if you're looking for a specific sport. For example, if, we want to teach you about golf, we'll probably make a golf episode telling you, about the players, but then also like the lingo, because, in sports, you don't only need to know the news, but you need to know like how to play the sport. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Does that make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think people are definitely going to understand what you're saying. But
Okay.
In a really quick recap, we're going to have kind of 2 types of episode, right? We're going to have the
Correct.
weekly,
Wednesday.
one Wednesday podcast that recaps what's happened over the week,
Right.
and kind of foretells, okay, what's going to happen next week. And then we're also going to have, probably on the weekends, or
like the
at
extra
kind of
episodes,
sporadic times, these extra shorter episodes that really dive into what you need to know to talk a certain sport at work, at school, and with your friends.
Yeah, we just want you to have fun and be able to enjoy sports, because it's super fun. We love it. So, and we love each other, right?
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks, guys. That's all I got.
All right. Well, join us next week, and thank you for listening.
Bye.
Nice, Lex.